Do you pride yourself on being a highly creative musician with tons of great ideas? There's a misconception out there that having a lot of great ideas and actually following through on all of them can be a shortcut to career success. In this video, I'll explain how having too many ideas is actually stopping your music career in its tracks. My name is Bree Noble, founder of the Female Entrepreneur Musician and the Female Musician Academy. For the best music career advice, be sure to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell so you can be notified when I release a new video each week. For musicians, too many ideas, even really good ideas, will steal your time, divide your focus, and keep you stuck and broke. If you allow yourself to entertain all the exciting ideas that come your way, you will spread yourself incredibly thin, and you'll actually even potentially face burnout. Plus, you'll end up with a bunch of unfinished projects and half-baked plans. In this video, I'm going to show you how the plethora of ideas that you have is actually your worst enemy and how it's putting the brakes on your music career momentum and what to do about it. This process has been incredibly helpful for my Female Musician Academy members. It's helped them maintain focus, create clarity, and actually build momentum in their music career. As creatives, we're often praised for our ingenuity and imagination. And I know you probably consider this a great strength of yours. And guess what? You're right most of the time. But some of the time it can be your greatest weakness. You see, we have a limited amount of resources to work with, especially our time. We only have so much time to spend on our music career. And so we need to be very, very intentional on what we choose to spend time on. We need to make sure that we're focusing on particular areas and goals and projects that we had intended to spend our time on. And when these ideas, while they're amazing, creep in, they can totally pull us off course. It's kind of like when you go on the internet and you're looking for a piece of information and you end up going down all these different rabbit trails, and then you end up feeling overwhelmed and frustrated and you've wasted a bunch of time. It just sucked your time away and you probably didn't even find the original piece of information you were looking for. That's what these ideas can do to you. So we need to figure out a way to harness them, and that's what I'm going to be talking about in a minute. The other thing that can happen is that you get ideas by watching other artists, and you want to start doing those. So you see what they're doing and you want to add those things to your plate, which actually dooms what you're currently doing to the unfinished pile. And the biggest problem with this is not just the time management issue and not just that it's dooming what you're already doing to fail, but also that you are adopting something new that you don't even know will work for you. See, other artists are doing things that work for them at the stage of their career that they're in, but they may be in a totally different stage than you and you don't realize it. So what somebody is doing when they're 5 years into their career is not going to work for you when you're 1 or 2 years into your career. And so you need to assess any new things that you add to your plate in that way, not just about whether you have the time to do it, but whether it actually makes sense for you. Because I see so many artists wasting time and money on things that just won't work for them at the stage that they're at. So I'm not saying that you can't learn from other artists, but you need to look at what they're doing and decide, when you're excited about that, is it going to fit into the grand scheme of what you're doing now? Does it fit into your current goals and your current plan for where you're going? And if it does, then find a way to fit it in. But if it doesn't, then we need to put it in a place where you can come back to it later when you're right at the stage where it will work for you. And that brings me to my next point, which is how are we going to deal with all these ideas so they don't distract us? So what can we do about this predicament of having all these ideas, whether they come from our own mind or from watching other artists, come in and distract us and make us lose focus on our current goals? Well, I recommend you create something that I call an inspiration vault. An inspiration vault is a place where you can keep these ideas for safekeeping until it's safe for you to look at them again and see if there's something that you can incorporate into what you're doing. What I recommend is you use something like notes on your phone or a small notebook that you can carry with you that you can access at any time when these ideas strike, whether it's a song lyric or it's a marketing idea or it's an album cover design or whatever it is that comes into your brain or you see other artists doing that you get really excited about. You want a place to put that down so you don't forget it, because if you're like me, I will probably forget it within 10 minutes. So I need to make sure that I write it down. But then that is a safe place. You do not access that until it's time to go in and look at those ideas again. So when is it time? When you're actually ready to do your next 90-day goals. So if you're in the middle of a set of 90-day goals, you want to stay focused on those goals and not let those ideas distract you. So you put them in your inspiration vault. And then when you get to the end of that and you're ready to redo your goals for the next 90 days, then you go in that inspiration vault, you pull out all those ideas, you put them on your brainstorming document, and you decide if they fit into what you want your goals to be for the next 90 days. And that's how you can stay focused on your goals and not be distracted by these ideas, but you won't forget them either. And all the golden ideas that you have will not be wasted. If you've ever felt pulled in a million directions by all the ideas that you have, and then you ended up doing none of them because you were so overwhelmed, well, that is a common problem. You are not alone. So if I just described you, I want you to type overwhelmed in the comments. And I've created something just for you to help you. It's my SMART Goals Workbook. It will take you through a process that will help you condense all the ideas that you have into 5 goals that you can focus on for the next 90 days. And then help you figure out what tasks you need to do under each of those goals so you can actually achieve those goals within 90 days. This will help you take all of the crazy ideas that you have, condense them down into the goals that you need, and then when you use that inspiration vault, you will not be distracted by those ideas so you can focus on those goals that you choose. You can get the link to that down below this video, or you can just go to femmusician.com/goals. That's F as in female, E as in entrepreneur, musician.com/goals to grab your copy. If you found this video helpful, be sure to hit like below, subscribe, and share with your friends on social media so I'll know to create more videos like this one. Cannot wait to see you in my next video.